Hello, my name is Karan Singh. Today I am going to represent a presentation of the topic of the cognitive tasks of the working memory. Firstly, I am going to speak about the working memory. What is working memory? Working memory is a cognitive system responsible for the temporary holding and manipulating the information, allowing individuals to perform complex tasks that require active mental processing. It tells that it helps us to perform the different tasks. Working memory help in the mental processing of a person. It plays a critical role in various cognitive functions, including problem solving, decision making, and learning by enable the brain to manage and integrate information efficiently. Helps the person to collect the information in a very efficient way. The primary objective of this presentation is to explore and compare human and animal research on working memory, highlighting their methodologies, findings, and implication for cognitive psychology. Next, the primary objective of this presentation is to comparison. Comparison aims to uncover the strength and limitation of each approach and how they contribute to a comprehensive understanding of the working memory. Next is the background on the working memory. In this, there was a research model of working memory consisting of three main components: central executive, the phonological loop, and the visuopatical sketchpad. The next is the central executive oversees and coordinates the information from the other two components, while the phonicature that deals with verbal and auditorial information. Verbal that is spoken, auditory the first person and hears from the other person, and visual sketchpad process visual and spatial information. Now, together these components work to manage and integrate information required for cognitive tasks. What do they is? They together these components work to manage and integrate the information. They work together and integrate the information that helps in the over the working memory. Studying working memory is both in humans and animals is important for understanding the underlying cognitive mechanism that drive complex behaviors. It is both important for the humans and animals because you know that both of them needs memories. Studying working memory both humans and animals is essential. Research in human provides insight into how working memory supports cognitive function like reasoning, decision making, while animal studies allow research to investigate the neural and biological bias of the working memory. Humans such as reasoning about the decision making, how they make the decision, or we talk about sex. Suppose there is an I give you example. There are the two roads. One is for going and one is for coming. It is our mental and if our memory tells, our brain tells us that what route we should follow to on. If we are in have to go, but we are on the another lane, it will cause a major risky and the accidental causes. Next, next is the human research on the working memory. In this, there were different of experiments performed by different experts. First, the lead author of these studies are research specializing in cognitive psychology, which was expert in cognitive psychology, particularly in working memory. Shen and Reiter have history of research in cognitive neurosciences, while Popov and Delhi focuses on cognitive sciences, particularly memory systems. They focus particularly on the memory systems. The research is highly credible due to their academic backgrounds and affiliations with the renowned university because they will have a good because the good academic background. They study in very good schools, means very high schools which have got good education with the renowned university. And also then they went to the university, they were high affiliate university which provide a great knowledge which were very beneficial and for their life and their future skills. This article is published in Memory and Cognition. This article was published in Memory and Cognition. peer-reviewed scientific journal that focus on the research in the fields of memory coordination, such as newspapers or business website. The hypothesis tested in this study is that familiarity or stimuli, in this case, Chinese characters, affects REM's capacity and task performance. In this, they perform the different task performance. Next slide, research design and the data collection. In this study, we study about the design and how the data was collected. This study used a dual task program involving 19 college students who had no prior knowledge of Chinese. The studies go with the 19 students which have never had a single knowledge of the Chinese language. Over 3 weeks, participants were trained. About the 3 weeks, about 21 days, they were trained on a high and low frequency Chinese characters through a visual search task. They provided with a different visual task so that they can be trained. They then performed math problem tasks while stimuli holding character digits associated in the working memory. The research design including a 2 into 2 within subject design with a character frequency high versus low and task complexity single versus multiple transformation. The variables measured were task accuracy and response time for both the visual search and the math tasks. This was the how the research design and the data was collected. Next slide. Mm, Key findings and conclusion found in study. The study found that both accuracies and response time were better when the characters were high frequency or when the task required only a single transformation. They said that study was so better when the task required by a single transformation. Next, participants recalled character of decision or with more accuracy with high frequency characters. These results suggest that familiarity enhances working memory efficiency, supporting that idea, but the working capacity influenced not just by the member of Klung's process, but also by the strength of familiarity of those chunks. This study's human subject allow for a direct examination of how complex cognitive tasks, example math problem solving, interact with memory system in real world contexts. Next, next is animal research on working memory. This the article by Friedman, HR, and Goldsman was published in Behavior and Brain Sciences and a prestigious review journal. Friedman, H. and Goldman Risk are both highly respected figures in the field of neurosciences and cognitive psychology, particularly in their relation to working memory and prefrontal cortex functions. The study explored the hypothesis that animals utilize working memory to aid in navigation and decision making. Subjects were 15 male rhesus monkeys. Also, they were search only 15 rhesus monkeys were trained. They were trained for either working memory, task, or control tasks. Monkeys were fed on a stable diet with body weight maintained at 90% or above. Next. Next is the experimental design. The experiment involved the use of modified Viscon's general testing apparatus within a soundproof room. This architecture was used in a soundproof room. Tasks such as spatial delayed response, spatial alteration, and delayed object alteration were used to assess the working memory interfaces monkeys. These tasks tested the monkey's ability to remember the location of a patted well spatial memory or which the object was having the patted well. The monkeys underwent two DGG procedures. They were anesthetized, catheter insertion, two CGT was administered to measure local cerebral glucose utilization as a marker of brain activity during working memory tasks. Next, the findings and conclusions. The first, the rhesus monkeys demonstrated their working memory capability, but their performance was influenced by delays and trial durations, indicating that working memory in non-premise similarly time sensitive. Local cerebral glucose utilization was primarily measured in specific brains, such as principal solutions to identify assignment. associated with the working memory tasks. This analysis provided insight into neural correls for working memory, contributing to a deeper understanding of it. Helps us to understand the deeper, the deep knowledge of the behind that topic of the understanding and the new human primates. This analysis provided insight into the neural correlates of working memory, contributing. The study of Raceham monkey highlights the importance of spatial and the object. This was special because highlight the spatial and the object map. Next, it is the comparison of human and the animal studies. First, human research on working memory provides high relevance to real work and such as complex behavior, daily activities. It focuses on what the human doing the daily activities such as he eat, he sleep, he do number of activities, running, performing, going to job, coming back from the job. That the activities. Animal research offers controlled explain condition that external behavior allowing for more precise observation memory process. Moreover, animal studies can enable direct neural investigation, providing insights into the underlying neural mechanism. Human studies face ethical and practical constraints, particularly when manipulating and cognitive tasks or brain functions that could human participants. In contrast, animal study by offering more control phase limited in generally visiting. The findings from animals directly apply to human cognition due to different culture and the functions. While human studies offer practical relevance and behavioral data, animal studies offer insights in neutral and psychological underpinnings, creating a more comprehensive picture of the working memory. Next, implications for research and practice. First, scientific implication and therefore the practical applications. First of all, we will talk about the scientific implication. The cross-species insights gained from both human and animals are significant in our theories of working memory. By comparing cognitive process in different species, researchers can refine existing models and better understanding of the universal unique aspects of working memory across species. This integration advances our understanding of the neural and behavioral aspects of working memory. Practical applications. The findings from working memory research have broad practical applications. Education strategy can be developed to improve working memory, such as exercises or techniques to strengthen cognitive functions of the students. Practical do the different exercise which will keep them health and fit, and also their memory and analytic skills will develop. Ability will be found with variation neurological condition leading to improved therapeutic outcomes. Next, its understanding is crucial for advanced related to human cognition. Human research emphasizes the role of familiarity, context, influencing working memory, highlighting how memory processes in real world situations. On the other hand, animal study reveal the fundamental user processing that underlie working memory, providing essential insights into the brain function. Integrative method from both humans and animals search advanced understanding of the working memory. Next, these are the references according to my PPT slides. I I know that the PPT can be made. I can speak more, but I am I do to manage the time so that my professor can easily listen it. So it would not go too long. That's why I make speak for that much time. Thank you so much. Thank you.